Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of June 2021. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I will be using my Morgan Greer Tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and then I will close out your reading, Virgo, with a Eternal Crystals Oracle card. If you work with crystals, you may already know this deck. It is a beautiful, beautiful oracle deck. It was one of the first oracle decks I bought myself many years ago. And I think it's time to tap into crystal energy for the month. So let's go ahead and get right into it, Virgo, and see what shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of June 2021. All right, so Virgo, I'm feeling, when I look at these cards here, I'm feeling like once you kind of speak up about something, it's almost like the abundance floodgates just really start opening up for you. Money starts flowing fast and freely. But let's go ahead and start here, okay? We've got the Knight of Rods, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands talks about some type of assistance showing up for you. Now, it's so funny because I'm a Virgo and I already feel this coming, okay? Either somebody, some of you are going to get loans, some of you are going to get financial help, some of you are going to get assistance at work. Whatever the case may be, there's going to be some type of help that shows up just at the right time, and it's exactly what you needed. And you're going to see that and feel that this first week of June 2021. Like I said, I'm a Virgo, and I'm very much a feelings intuitive, and I can feel when stuff is happening. I can feel what other people are feeling. And I know that may sound crazy, but I say that to say is that I already feel this coming. Now, I do, obviously I record these readings the month prior for the month coming up. And so I already feel that there's help and assistance coming for us Virgos, okay? So I want to be clear on that because I think there's some of you who are feeling frustrated, feeling discouraged, feeling overwhelmed, feeling stressed because you think there's nobody on the way to help you. And I'm not saying that somebody's going to come show up and rescue you, but I am saying that help is on the way. How that help shows up for you, Virgo, is going to be very unique to you and your circumstances. It could be money. It could be a person. It could be, a new job. It could be, I don't know, anything. Okay? But I just want you to know help is on the way. I feel like I need to share that because I feel like somebody or lots of somebodies need to hear that. Now, here's where we have to get very clear about what we want, and we have to speak and be open about our desires. We have to be very, very willing to voice what it is that we want, okay? We have the Six of Coins here, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles in the reverse talks about being a little bit too overly generous. I already talked about help is on the way. Let's say someone does give you a ton of money. Well, now this doesn't mean that you're taking everybody on a vacation to Cabo, right, Virgo? I mean, let's be reasonable here, okay? So be very, very careful with your resources. Don't overgive. Don't feel like you have to overshare. Really be careful about being too overly generous, especially this first week of June. Next, we have the Five of Wands here. The Five of Wands. This is where I'm talking about you have to really speak up. You really have to voice what it is you want. I think Virgos, a lot of us, sometimes we have expectations that we think it's so clear to us. How do other people not see it? And the thing is that That's how it is, you know? I mean, something that's so obvious to us Virgos, we think everybody should already know, but they don't. Okay, so you have to be very clear about speaking what it is that you want. Okay, you have to communicate that to other people. Once you do that, once you're comfortable, because some people, I mean, I'm not trying to sound, down talk anybody, but some people really are clueless. Some people you need to spell it out for them. And see, us Virgos, we're so good at reading between the lines, we figure stuff out. At least we think we do. So you have to be very clear about voicing what you want, especially anything that's money and finance, work, business, success related, okay? As we move into June, Virgo, be comfortable with speaking up because you're going to need to do that. Once you do, check it out. We have the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is literally the celebration, happiness, joy, contentment card in every way possible. Also, you're going to be flooded with work and opportunities if that's what you want. You're going to be flooded with business, customers, clients, whatever. It's all coming. But again, you have to communicate what it is you want. Be specific. What do you want, Virgo? Anything money, business, work, success related, please communicate that because that is going to be the turning point in, like I said, opening up everything to you. Unlimited wealth, unlimited customers, crazy, enormous success, all those things, okay? But it starts with you speaking up and being clear about what it is that you want. Excuse me. Next we have 4 of Wands here in the reverse. Now, this card, when I see it here, sometimes it could be a little bit of instability. But the other thing about this card is that it means that things are just quite not ready yet, right? It's about the timing. And that's what I'm feeling about this. Things aren't unstable because it's not good, but sometimes things just haven't really kind of grown into their own fruition yet. Like things just haven't rooted yet. So once you do get this help, once you do speak, what it is that you want, what it is that you need, understand that you're going to have to give things some time in order to take root, in order to take shape. Don't think because things aren't, turning in your favor right away, Virgo, that it means it's never going to happen, okay? You have to give things some time to settle, to get grounded, to really kind of develop, in a way that is going to work in your favor, okay? Especially things with money, okay? So I just want you to understand that once you kind of go through this, it's going to take a little while for things to solidify, okay? But just be patient. Don't think that it's not going to happen. Just understand that things happen in its own timing, in its own way, and things might be a little off for a little while, but that doesn't mean things are not working. Oh my goodness, so I see this card here. Okay. That card was flipped over. Interesting. Okay. All right, so let's see what else is showing up for Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of June 2021. All right, Virgo. So as we move into the second week of June, you're definitely going to be the star of the show. How do I know? Because we've got the 6 of Wands here. This is the card of pageantry. This is the card of being seen. This is the card of being the star sometimes, being like that little celebrity in your industry. All right, so being recognized for the awesome work that you do, for, being promoted, being seen. So that's exciting because once we hit the second week of June, Virgo, look for you to be recognized or for you, like I said, to be given accolades about something. People appreciate what you do. People recognize you for what you do. You're a success at what you do, and it definitely has some financial benefits too. So, that's going to definitely be something you can leverage for those of you who are, in a business that really relies on being seen, really public marketing. Just understand that that's definitely going to be a turning point for you. Now, for those of you who are not comfortable being seen, I want you to get comfortable being seen, because again, this is definitely going to have some monetary reward attached to it. Either people are going to see, oh my gosh, this person just won an award for whatever, I definitely want to work with him or her. Or, you know, you become this big, I don't know, internet celebrity, and now all of a sudden all these brands and sponsors and partnerships show up for you. Again, you know, there's a monetary reward. So don't be afraid to be seen, Virgo, because there's definitely going to be a benefit in you doing so. So let's look at the Fool in the reverse. Now this means going in a new direction, and maybe either it's not a right fit or you are not fully aware of what needs to be done in order to make this a success. You know, we're talking about being seen here, but this Fool card talks about going in a new direction, and either it's something that you're trying to make work, but it's not resonating with you, or it's something you really, really want to do, but you just don't have the knowledge and the information in order how to do it in the right way. Okay, so if you're starting something new, make sure you research and you get yourself educated in whatever this new venture is. Okay, it's not that, you know, it can't work for you, but you just have to be you have to make an intelligent choice. You have to make sure that you're not just kind of going into something blind and hoping for the best. Okay, and that's not really how us Virgos work, but I know sometimes we get so excited about something, we're just like, yes, let's do it. Okay, but be careful of that. Don't be too over anxious about new opportunities or new jobs or new things that show up until you've really vetted the whole thing and you understand, okay, yes, this is something I can do, this is something I'm well equipped for. Next, we got the King of Swords. King of Swords is cutting away about something. Now, the King of Swords has no hesitation about saying no, but sometimes he says no a little bit too soon. Now, I talked about being careful here with this Fool card in the reverse, but sometimes we can get too caught up in something, and you know, we only hear a little bit and we're like, no, 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 no. Be careful with that as well, Virgo. Again, you know, don't say no to something too quickly. Make sure you research. And I think that this kind of all goes together here. You know, it's just about making well-informed decisions and not being too overly anxious or too overly cautious and removing something that could potentially be great for you. Next, we have the Nine of Wands here. The Nine of Wands in the reverse talks about releasing self-limiting beliefs. The other thing about this is that it really shows that you're in the right mindset. You could have been struggling with thought patterns, maybe some bad habits recently, but you're finally getting your mind in the right groove, Virgo. This is definitely going to be something beneficial, okay? Especially when it comes to work and making money, anything, business, all of those things. It's definitely going to help you. You're getting your mind right, because remember, wealth is an inside job, and you're starting to understand how to unlock those I don't want to say secrets, but it's almost like you're starting to unlock more information that just continues to make you more and more powerful as it relates to your money. Finally, we have the Four of Swords here. By the time we hit the end of the second week of June, Virgo, you're going to have to take a step back because you've got a lot going on. So you're going to have to absorb you know, all the information that is coming your way. And, you know, don't be too, like I said, overly anxious to take action. Take a step back, study the situation from every possible angle, and then when you feel comfortable, you'll know when it's time to move forward. Again, this is anything specifically related to money, finances, your career, your investing, your business. Pay attention to what's going on and don't act hastily. Okay? And again, I think that's just kind of reiterating what we talked about here. All right, Virgo, let's see. All right. Let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity. And abundance for the month of June 2021. Interesting, because I talked about you being the star, Virgo. Definitely, that's going to be happening for you in June. All right, Seven of Cups. When we hit the second half of June, Virgo, you're going to have a lot of options. Again, take your time. Don't rush into anything, especially anything money related. But it looks like you're going to have a lot of options. You're going to have a lot of directions in which you can go. So you're just going to have to figure out which one's going to be the best fit for you, okay? But again, take your time. Don't rush. We also have the Hierophant here. Now, the Hierophant, I see this card a lot of times in business and work and money readings when it comes to ethics. I'm feeling like that's something in this particular situation, and I don't really know why, because I don't know if anybody's struggling with that. But sometimes we have to make decisions based on what's ethically right for us. Now, I'm not saying, anybody is out there doing anything that's dishonest or scammy or anything. But sometimes, certain businesses have to be ethically in alignment with us, or, money opportunities have to be ethically in alignment with us, right? So depending on if you have a religious background or religious beliefs, some people have very strong moral, things that they believe in, things of a medical nature, things of a religious nature, things of a political nature. So make sure that you're in alignment with everything that's showing up for you, because you may have a great job offer, but then you find out that company supports a political candidate that you don't agree with. That's what I'm talking about here, is that ethically everything has to be in alignment, okay? Next we have the Two of Swords. Looks like you make a decision, Virgo. And this looks like a decision that has been something that's been weighing on you for a while, but you finally decide to just go for it. And you don't feel like you need to drag on or procrastinate anymore. It looks like it's a very solid decision. And I do think it's going to benefit you. However, it's going to take some time before you see the full effects of making this decision. Excuse me. Next up, we have the Five of Swords. This is a communication card, Virgo. Pay attention to your any type of work or business communications once we hit the second half of June. Some people will misinterpret things, and that's not anything you can control, but at the same time, be very diligent and be very persistent in what it is that you're trying to communicate, because not everybody is going to hear exactly what you said. We also have the World card in the reverse. This is telling me that a cycle is not complete yet. You may be ready to move into a new phase, but make sure you tie up all the loose ends. The World card in the reverse talks about something is unfinished, something is incomplete. And because of that, it's not ready for you to take the next step, all right? So really examine everything you're doing that has a financial connection to it, and make sure that things are complete. Make sure things are holistically done before you move on to the next bigger, better, brighter thing. Now we have the Star card. I talked about the Star card is another card of celebrity. It's another card of literally being the star of the show, being the star in your own life, being the star of your company, of your business, of the industry that you are in. Because I got the Six of Wands, I also have the Star card. I have no doubt, Virgo, that you are going to probably be the star of the show. The other thing about the Star card is that it just means that everything is really just working in your favor in a very beautiful way. It's exciting when I see the Star card too, because this is also the card of vibrancy and stellar health. I know a lot of Virgos, we like to take care of ourselves, and it looks like all the hard work you've been doing has been paying off. This is also a good card for healing, for those of you who are looking to heal something, to overcome dis-ease. This is just a beautiful card. And like I said, if it's not you being the star of the show, it's you having epic glowing health, or probably both, but it's just really, really good for you, Virgo. Excuse me. All right, let's see what else shows up for Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. Oh, wow. for the month of June 2021. All right. Okay, Virgo, there's no doubt that you're going to be getting a lot of attention in June, okay? There's just no doubt. Why? Because I have a repeater card here. This is the Six of Wands. Again, this is the Six of Wands here. They're in alignment. You also have the Star card. You are going to be a star in the month of June, Virgo. Get ready for it, okay? Get comfortable with having attention on you. Get comfortable with people recognizing you and congratulating you, because you're definitely going to be seen, okay? Now, this is something I get not everybody is comfortable with, but at the same time, Virgo, this is something that is truly deserved in your life. This is something that you cannot ignore. I feel like this is something that should have been awarded upon you all along, but it's finally coming to pass in the sense that, yes, Virgo, you deserve all the attention, and you're definitely going to get it. I've gotten the cards 3 times. 3 times in this reading. It's on, okay? Next we have the King of Swords. That's another repeater card. Ooh. I felt like I needed one more card here, okay? King of Swords, remember we saw him here. Be careful. Don't say no too quickly, okay? Don't say no too quickly to something, all right? Make sure you examine all offers, because I have a feeling there's an offer coming your way, and at first your first instinct is going to be to say no, Virgo, but research it first. You know, tell them, oh, can I get back to you? Let me think about it. Let me sleep on it. Whatever you say. Don't be so quick to say no to something, because I have a feeling there's going to be a seed of opportunity in there. Next we have the King of Wands. King of Wands, this talks about stuff happening personnel wise. If you're at work, or I should say if you're an employee, managers are going to be watching you. Now, I have a feeling this is connected to this here. It looks like there's a manager who may feel a little threatened because you are getting all the attention, Virgo. This isn't anything to worry about. However, it's just one of those things where you have to be sensitive to the feelings of other people. Sometimes people get jealous. Sometimes people are haters. Sometimes people feel threatened. It's not anything you can control, but you do have to be sensitive and understand that not everybody is going to be your cheerleader. Next, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards. This is the card of luxury. This is the card of extravagance. When it's in the reverse, a little bit to a lesser degree. Also, we have to be careful that we don't just go too far overboard. I think we've kind of talked about that in the reading here, about being overly generous, overspending. Be very, very careful with that, because I know as Virgos, we can get so excited and we just start spending. I know I do it. Okay, next we have the Ace of Cups. This is the start of something, but again, this is the start of something passionate. It could be a relationship, but I'm not picking up that it's a relationship, although it could be for some of you. I'm feeling like this is the start of something passionate, but it doesn't quite take off. Why? Because there's still some unfinished business here. We talked about something being incomplete with the world here. We have the Ace of Cups. There's something new brewing. There's something new starting to grow. However, it can't, because we have to make sure we finish whatever it is. We have to make sure we close doors, you know, whatever needs to be done, whatever unfinished business needs to be done, we need to handle that before we can start moving into something new, something more heart and soul centered for us. Five of Wands. Five of Wands, this talks about improving communication. Now, Five of Swords, that's another communication card. Five of Wands here talks about communication gets better, because, you know, people start to kind of understand. People are more open to listening, okay? So communication will improve by the time we hit the end of the month, Virgo. Finally, we have the Fool card. We have the Fool here. This means things are going to be moving in a very new direction for you. The other thing about the Fool card is there's going to be a brand new opportunity that's very exciting, very attractive, and it looks like it's going to be, again, something that brings you a lot of attention. Why? Because it fell on that Star card. Looks like there's going to be some brand new opportunities for you, Virgo. So I hope you're ready for it, because you will be, like I said, because you're being seen, because you're being recognized. It's definitely going to create a lot more opportunities. And again, There's money ties to this, okay? There is a financial benefit. So really, stay open, stay open to what is showing up for you. Don't be so quick to say no, but don't be so quick to say yes. Really take your time and see if it intuitively feels right for you. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Eternal Crystals Oracle card. Oh, nice. I got card number 16 for you, Virgo. This is fluorite. Fluorite is one of my favorite crystals to work with. This is card Spirit Guide. Well, it says Spirit Guides. Third Eye Chakra. Again, this is a very intuitive card. This is a very spiritually guided card, we should say. I think, did we talk about that here? No, we did not. But I am feeling like this is a very powerful intuition card, Virgo. If you do have fluorite, work with fluorite this month. I think it's going to be very supportive in what it is you're trying to do here as far as making decisions and being open and being communicative about what it is you want and what it is that you're trying to create. All right, Virgo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, please drop them down below. Thank you for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.